Welcome to Motor Vault Vehicles for Enthusiasts. I'm Josh, and we have a lovely 1995 Porsche 911, the 993 generation. This is the first year for the 993. It's the first of many for Porsche and the last of a couple other. It's a great blend between classic and modern 911s, and I think we should take a better look. The 993 was the start of many good things for the 911. It was the transition from your classic Porsches to the modern, in my opinion. 1995 was the first year for these, and this is one of them, the 3.6 liter flat six. And these cars have a couple unique features, including the first Porsche 911 to be factory base option with a 6-speed manual transmission, and the alloy multi-link rear suspension, which helped these cars corner much better than any prior Porsche 911. This car in Guards Red over cashmere leather looks absolutely fantastic, and I think we should take a better peek at this lovely 1990s Porsche interior. Small but spacious, the 993 has a great combination of just enough space, which is classic German, just enough refined, simple, pure, but driver focused. And that's how you feel when you're in a 993. This gorgeous leather cashmere interior. These seats feel fantastic. They're not too big, but they're not too small. And we have the leather wrapped and including color matched shifter boot, which looks great with this. The black dash, all the gauges where you need them to be. Very simple, very correct, very German. And this one, as you can see, is in pretty good shape because it only has 55,000 original miles. It has been very well maintained and documented pretty much from brand new, being an Indiana car its entire life. And this one has been driven just when the weather is good, and today is one of those days. These silver 5-spoke alloy wheels look great on this car and was a nice touch to a great design car. The nice curving of the wheel and the curving of the overall body, the nice pushed out fenders, especially on the rear. This was an improvement and a styling change over the 964, really leading to what became the 996. That's why this car pushed what became the modern 911, is it brought a lot of the similar forms and character that the Porsche has today. The 964 was so much more of a narrow hip car that this is what Porsche really began to bring the 911 into modern design. The bubbly rear end of a 911, including the 993, has such a great classic look. And stuffed right here in the back is that iconic flat six, the 3.6 liter, in this case, 272 horsepower, which is an improvement over the prior Porsche 964, which had 247. So you're about 25 horsepower up, plus the rear suspension, the 6-speed manual, and all the other new bits that were on the 993. This car was a massive improvement. The ride was so much better. And when you have 270 plus horsepower in a car that only weighs 3,000 pounds, these things are quick. They're not supercar fast, but my goodness, if you're on back roads, if you're on a racetrack and you're absolutely ringing this car out, it will catch your attention. It has plenty of power to get by. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great amount of street usable power. So again, one thing that's really cool about this car is compared to the 964, 80% of the parts on the entire car were completely brand new. The engine was the same base of the 3.6, but was improved, including the dual exhaust, which looks and sounds fantastic. The 993 was a big improvement, and I think we should take this greatly improved car out on the road. Great power, great torque, so linear. Oh my, they just absolutely nailed these cars. Thank you, Porsche. Still all these years later, this car is all sorts of yummy. Absolutely love this thing. It's so tight, it's so responsive. Oh, the gears are nice and long too, so it's not like you're just constantly having to row through gears, which is really nice. But the other thing is that sound. That sound is so uniquely flat six Porsche. And with the 993 special exhausts that are on these, and being the last of the air-cooled, it's just this cool blend between modern and vintage. Because obviously, with it being the final of the air-cooled, is it still has that vintage technology. But with the new rear suspension, with the rear wing that pops up, with the upgraded brakes, with all the other new technology on the interior of these cars, it was bringing Porsche to the modern world. It is that great balance between the 996 and the 964. And these cars will just continue to age beautifully, because you can go plug and play, drive them on a weekend, drive them in whatever conditions you really want to, but it still has that look of a classic Porsche 911. Guards red, bubbly eyes, round shape. When you see this car going down the road, you know it's a Porsche. 1995, this car was the cream of the crop, and still today is a great performing car. Porsche has always been the pinnacle of performance, and this car absolutely pulls the heartstrings for me and is a modern classic. So I hope you guys got a kick out of today's video, taking a look around this modern classic. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and check out more Motor Vault videos incoming, and definitely we'll have more Porsches coming through the pipeline.